How are you? Yeah, good morning, Christian.
100 days in office, the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
100 days, that's 3 months. 3 months in office, 3 months of hunger, 3 months of excruciating pain, 3 months of waiting under tension until the final judgment of the presidential election tribunal is read. 3 months of pain, suspiciousness, 3 months of biting hard as a result of immediate, quick, abrupt subsidy removal of subsidy in Nigeria. 300 days of workers across Lagos, across Abuja, across the nation, suffering what I might term the illness, sickness of skyrocketed transport fare across Nigeria from here to Lagos Island 3,000 because fuel pump price 700 per litre now. So let me tell you, it's 300 days of pain, tears, and history. I'm telling you, as I'm talking to you now, many Nigerians are finding it difficult to what? Square meal 111. This time around is at 001. That is no breakfast, no lunch, dinner, supper, liabane. The rest 000. No more like nothing like 11101 anymore. Sometimes 000. No food at all because of excruciating pain. We find ourselves in this current illegitimate government. See, it's an illegitimate government in the sense that we did not vote for him. I just want to tell you the truth that across the western region, nobody has ever voted for Tinubu. Across the whole north, mid-north, northeast, Abuja, it didn't get up to 15%. Obi, the Labour Party, cleared everywhere with more than 30% in Abuja. You just see, you can see the first person has gone back and become the last person, while the last person is becoming the first. Then
INEC is saying otherwise.
No. The INEC you are talking about was brought over by the current president. Yes, it played out. INEC has never given us reason why they could not conduct election credibly this year. All their witnesses at the court were disgraced by the lawyers so far, but I mean the defense counsel of Labour Party. They disgraced all the witnesses that were coming along on behalf of INEC or to defend INEC. So let me tell you, INEC, we have no reason so far to tell Nigerians the reason why they rigged election, the presidential election of February 2023. I'm telling you, INEC has failed. They will not tell us. See, let me tell you, by the time you know it, Yakub Ahmed Abi Mohammed, the INEC chairman, you will hear that the man has absconded into Saudi Arabia or UK. UK is a safe haven for Nigerian corrupt politicians because they are the ones that come from Europe to Nigeria here as election observers, and at the end of the day, they will go home from the back. They operate with the so-called politicians to do what? To siphon our money back. Yes, that's why election observers from Europe come. They come to know the right person they will put there, irrespective of the fact they rig it. What is it that they have done? AU and United Nations that are talking trash over military intervention in Niger. What is it that AU has done? Anytime any idiot rigs election in Nigeria, in Cameroon, in Niger, and other ECOWAS countries, what are they doing? AU, United Nations, nothing, because we are blacks. They depend on our resources, and they play game with the corrupt politicians to put them there, so that from there they'll be siphoning our gold, diamond, bauxite, tin. Are you okay? Gold and other mineral resources. That's why they prefer corrupt politicians. If you ask an American and the UK, they don't like Obi. Forget, they are hailing him. That's good, because they know that Obi will do the right thing. If care is not taken, Joe Biden has already started communicating with Tinubu and cohorts, because they don't want a bright African like Obama, somebody that is well read like Obi, to take over the mantle of leadership in this country.
Don't these politicians know that the West don't want Africa's progress?
The politicians, they all know. That is black man for you. Black man is evil. His heart is black. He doesn't have love for his motherland. Black man is greedy. Black man is nothing. Has nothing to do with altruism. They are all selfish, greedy, ravenous. That is who they are, the black man. They can never see anything good on loving their brothers. Black man is always on his own. I'm telling you. Black man, his pocket, his family, his wife, his children, his own, my own, my own, my own. They don't consider any other person. That's why black is black.
Look at Pobia. He stayed there for 4 years.
Pobia was there since 1983 after resignation of their former president, their elderly statesman, Ahmadu Ahijo. He resigned in 1983. Pobia started since 1983 till date, making it 40 years as a Cameroonian president. And as you can see, the scale of coup across the African continent has made Biya this time around to reshuffle his military, his army, Cameroonian military or army. Yeah, he retired many generals and some younger soldiers were laid off. So you see the fear. Francophone, they are waking up. I don't know what their counterpart Anglophones are doing across Africa, because I know that very soon it's gonna get to y'all. I mean the English-speaking countries of ECOWAS and the rest of
them. Okay, lastly, 100 days in office of the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Somebody said that he is on the right path, even though
Adedeji is not saying the truth. Leave Adedeji. If you look at Adedeji with his stomach, his fat swollen stomach, you will find out that he's just rendering nonsense to the members of the public. Yes, Adedeji is rendering nonsense to the members of the public. He has been bought over. He is being very economical with the truth. Who the hell is Adedeji? Who voted Tinubu in the first place? What are you measuring 100 days on the office? 100 days of what? Hunger, strike, fuel increase, abrupt subsidy removal that brought suffering on the people, entire citizens of this country. Who the hell is Adedeji? Adedeji, is he an economic? Is he a sense? We don't need his lesson. We don't need his lecture. We don't need his advices. We don't need his address. He shouldn't be saying trash. Adedeji is just, you can't see me.
Thank you very much, Matthew. Good morning, Mr. Matthew.
Good morning, Mr. Christian Chukwu.
Yeah, welcome to this conversation. Let's look at 100 days in office. Jagaban, the hopes that he has instilled on his supporters. Is he keeping up to those promises?
It's quite disappointing that the whole Jagaban have not been able to get total control, or rather address the challenges of militating against Nigeria. But unfortunately, the major issues we are seeing are fallout of his policies. And one would have expected that he have the capacity to address it. We are looking at particularly the issue of unification of Naira at the official window and fuel subsidy removal. All the stakeholders in Nigeria across the board have agreed that subsidy should go. But the issue of Naira unification at the official window is another policy that government needed to carry until a time when we start producing enough to export to foreign exchange. Because that only recently, the federal government, through Nigerians petroleum resources, through NNPC, borrowed about $3 billion from an Egyptian bank to cry dollar. And at the time they borrowed that money, we understand that dollar crashed to about 700 and something naira to a dollar. But after about 2 years or thereabout, Naira is now exchanging at the official window for about Naira have gone back to about 900 and something to a dollar. So the question is, to what extent has that money borrowed yielded any results? That takes us back to the initial position that federal government should look at that policy again, with a view to either reviewing it or reversing it to the former situation.
Okay, which of the policies have actually renewed the hope of Nigerians?
For instance, I have not really seen any policy of federal government under Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu that have renewed the hope of Nigerians. Because all the major area of his policy have to do with: one, subsidy removal of gasoline; two, the unification of Naira at the official window; three, revenue drive. Though to an extent, I would say federal government is raking in more money, but if you juxtapose that with the constitutional provision that says that the welfare of Nigerians and their security shall be the primary purpose of governance, you agree with me that Even if federal government is raking in more money, a situation where the welfare of Nigerians is becoming worse, for me, it is of no significant effect.
Is Tinubu on the right track?
Until we start seeing results for his policies, one cannot say he's on the right track. Though it may be too premature to do a complete appraisal of his approach and policies, but currently his policies have not yielded the needed results.
Where has he gone wrong? That's the president.
I think where I consider his government going wrong is the unification of Naira at the official window and all the areas of taxation that government is bringing out. We understand that cargo are made, people bringing cargoes are made to pay extra, I think a 40% increase in clearing cargoes, including vehicles. So for me, those things would have tarried until time when economy gets better.
Okay, let's look at the Niger Republic, ECOWAS, and the palliatives.
Don't even mention palliative. Palliative is as good as nothing. I don't think the palliative have solved any problem. Because one, the amount in question is gross inadequate. And that money would have been better channeled into other areas rather than say you are buying rice, grain to distribute to the people. Because the way it stands today, I understand that the one that was distributed in Lagos, there were allegations that it was being sold. I was not there, but I heard from people that it was being sold. And across board, that palliative have not yielded any result. For me, that money would have better channeled into other areas, like acquiring vehicle that run on CNG, converting vehicle to run on CNG, as a way of driving down the cost of transportation. Using it as money to buy grain, sharing to people, for me, it's a way of diverting from
ECOWAS, Niger Republic.
I think that we are seeing a warning signal from Niger Republic, because I understand that the military juntas are giving France ambassador quick notice and they will forcefully eject him. I think that may spell doom for them, because France have maintained their stand that the military juntas have no power authority to expel or to compel their ambassador to leave. And I understand that going by international relations, that your embassy is your soil. To that extent, if the military juntas go ahead to evict or to force the France ambassador to leave and harm him, they will be giving France a legitimate right, power, leverage to attack them, and they will be justified.
What I mean is that how Tinubu has handled the Niger issue as its president, ECOWAS president.
It appears as if Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, is dancing to the tune of Northerners, because his position was clear ab initio that he is not tolerating the military juntas. He is going to use force to destroy them. But after listening and hearing from Northern leaders, the cleric leaders, seeing their position, he's singing in another tone. Because we understand that as at the last count, he told the American envoy that war in Niger is not in the interest of Nigerian economic reform. Though I understand that in this hunger meeting that is coming up, that Biden have invited him to have personal discussion with him. I know it will not be unconnected with how to dislodge the military juntas in Niger. Because we understand that France, who is a colonial master, is an ally of the United States of America. So they may want to use America to push Nigeria into military operation in Niger.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Matt, for your contribution. God bless you.
I won't carry your